Okay, so I'm up here in Big Bear camping again. This time I'm checking out the Pineknot Campground. I usually stay at the Serrano Campground on the other side of the lake, which is on the Fawnskin side. This one is on the Big Bear side, not too far from the village. We are at campsite 27, so take a look around. Okay, so we'll start from the top, and I say the top because all these campsites are on a slope, as you will see here in a minute. So this is campsite 27 from the top of the parking area. Okay, start over here. We have the campfire ring with the bear box, barbecue grill. We brought our own though. Picnic table. There are no showers at this campground, so we brought our portable shower there, and the tent. Okay, I'll go ahead and do a little walkthrough of the tent and then our shower tent as well. Okay, so the inside of the tent is actually the same setup as before. We just have a queen air mattress, little side table, and we just put our luggage over there in that corner, and then our buddy heater. Okay, so I try not to put the shower not too far from the tent, so it'd be a quick walk back to the tent. Our towels hung up on the side out here. So we have a dry bag here for our dirty clothes, and then this is one of these ponchos that surfers use at the beach to change into their clothes. So we'll just use that to basically, after we dry ourselves off, put on and then walk into the tent and change. But basically just a foam pad to stand on. Our shower bags, which have been sitting in the sun, so the waters will be warm for our shower, which we'll pour in here, and then we'll put the pump there, and then this shower head will come up here like this for us to take a shower. I'll go ahead and do a shot of it once we actually have it all set up and ready for a shower later on tonight. All right, so that's the shower head hung up, and then again the same pump that I use for dishwashing is in that collapsible bucket. Okay, so we'll walk over to the restrooms now to go see how clean they are. And our campsite 27 is actually not too far from the restroom, which is right there. Again, this campground does not have showers, so it's just restrooms, but they are flush toilets. It's actually only one stall. Wow. And then a water fill station right there, and the men's restroom. So before dinner, we're gonna head out to the Stanfield Marsh Wildlife Preserve. Just walk around there for a little bit and then come back, take a shower, and have dinner. So the Pineknot Campground is actually really close to the Snow Summit Resort. Actually, I almost have to enter the Snow Summit parking lot to get to the Forest Service Road, which leads you to the Pineknot Campground. So that's the Stanfield Marsh right across the street, but I'm coming over to this side just to check out the lake. Water level keeps dropping and dropping. Alright, we'll head back across the street and walk along the boardwalk. The campground is actually not too far from here. If you see right there, you can see these slopes from Snow Summit. So the campground was literally like, what, 3-minute drive from here? Pretty centrally located. And is that one huge house? That's one huge house, huh? Wow. And that's the end of the boardwalk. So we're having hot dogs for dinner. After dinner, just do a bonfire and pretty much that will be the end of the night after the fire. Okay, morning. Gonna get ready to make breakfast. Today our plans are to rent some electric bikes and then take the town trail into the village. And right now Big Bear during the summer has free trolleys, so we'll hike into the village, use the town trail, and then come back on the trolley, which would drop us off at Snow Summit, which is like just right next door, and then we'll just walk back over to the campsite. So that's the only thing that we have planned today, and then obviously the rest of the time we'll spend here at the campsite. Okay. And I know yesterday I mentioned pretty much all the campsites here are on a slope, so it is hard to find a flat surface for your tent, so you're not sleeping at an angle. But I mean, here's a few campsites across from us that are on a hill, and like I said, it's just hard to find a flat surface. Overall, the campground is really nice, obviously really shaded with the trees. If you don't mind putting up with the slopes, I mean, the pros of this is that it's really close to the village and really close to everything on this side of the lake, on the south side of the lake, as opposed to Serrano. Obviously the campsites are a lot flatter and actually a lot bigger to accommodate more tents, but you are on the side of Fawnskin, so you're further away from the village, so guess whatever your preferences are. Alright, so for breakfast we are having pancakes, eggs, and bacon. Put a little rock behind the stove to kind of level it out, but first pancake's always a work in progress. And these beautiful campfire eggs. Tried my best. This one's the one that came out like the best looking. Everything else the yolk cracked on. One last pancake and we're gonna get ready to eat. Alright, this is breakfast: pancakes, eggs, and bacon with some orange juice. Okay, so we're heading out now. We're gonna go rent our e-bikes. We're renting our e-bikes from Change Required Bike Shop. We're at Change Required Bike Shop, which is on the corner of Big Bear Boulevard and Summit Boulevard. Okay, so we're doing the full suspension e-bikes. Full suspension is $33 an hour. They do have the cruiser e-bikes for $22 an hour. So after crossing the Stanfield Bridge, we are now on the Alpine Bike Path. The bike path, I believe, is right there, 3.2 miles each way. So round trip, that will be 6.4 for us, plus whatever it takes to get back to the bike shop. And this will now take us into the Serrano Campground. Yeah, this is my favorite campground right here, Serrano Campground. The sites are more flat than at the Pine Knot. And that's the end of the Alpine Bike Path. We're gonna make this into a loop trail. So we're exiting the Alpine Bike Path onto, we'll cut back in once we get to the Serrano Campground entrance, go back underneath the tunnel to the Cougar Crest Trailhead, and then take the path to the Big Bear Discovery Center, and then from there across the street, and then we'll probably jump back on the Alpine Path from there and head back. Oh, gave Leon some dirt to ride on. Alright, so now we're going back into Serrano Campground just to get to the tunnel. I said bike path, no motorized vehicles. And this is the parking lot for the Cougar Crest Trailhead. Continue up like we're going to the trailhead. Okay. I was trying to show the map, but I lost my balance and I had to keep going. We're on the trailhead heading up to Cougar Crest. There'll be a split for the path to the Discovery right here. So straight ahead, keep going, that's Cougar Crest Trail. This way, which we're going, is to the Discovery Center. Whee! All right, so this is the Big Bear Discovery parking lot. And this is the Big Bear Discovery Center. Okay, we're jumping back onto the path. All right. Now back onto the Alpine path. Okay, so we're back at the campsite from renting the bikes. It was pretty fun. Took us an hour to do that entire path and getting up to the path. We're gonna sit and rest here before we use the town trail to hike into the village. And like I said, there's a free trolley, so we'll be taking the trolley back. Okay, so we're heading out, leaving the campsite now. And like I said, like I've been mentioning, gonna jump on the town trail to the village. It should be 2.2 miles one way. So zip line here at Snow Summit. We're gonna cut through Snow Summit Resort to get to the town trail. There's a Starbucks there.
Yeah.
Town trail and restroom. Town trail. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
Starting to go downhill now. When we started the trail from Snow Summit, we were pretty much at a uphill or an incline, and we finally got to the peak, and now we're going downhill. This trail is very popular with the mountain bikers. Only saw one other hiker so far. Why? That one. So we are here. I'm going to take this road down to Knickerbocker, and then the villages around here. Oh, okay. Where we started. And then all this to here. All right, so from the town trail, that's another trail that's another trail up there we can take, but we're coming down this way. Basically, we made a right at the fork, and this will take us down to Knickerbocker. Woo! Mountain bikers just threw up dirt. Right, so we've come to the end of the Forest Service Road, and the road in front of us is Knickerbocker, which we could just take straight to the village. Knickerbocker Ridge. There's some nice houses right here. Alright, so this is the Knickerbocker parking lot off of Knickerbocker Road, which we just came off of. And if you take the bridge across from the parking lot, that will take you straight into the village. And to the North Pole we go. Like the emptiest I've seen it. Alright, got our ice cream. We're gonna eat our ice cream. Have 15 minutes before the trolley comes, so should be enough time to eat our ice cream. Alright, so that was the trolley that we hopped on from the village to get back to Snow Summit. Alright, so made it back to the campsite. So overall it was 2.3 miles from the campsite to the village. I'm gonna take a shower before the sun goes down and then eventually start making dinner. We're having carne asada tacos tonight. Alright, so we started making dinner. So tonight we are just having a simple plain carne asada tacos with some guacamole. And carne asada guacamole tacos for dinner. Okay, so we just finished dinner and just finished cleaning up. We're starting our bonfire. So that's it for tonight. It is our last night, and tomorrow we pack up and head out. Okay, so it's our last day here. We already started packing up. We're packing up early just to beat the heat, but checkout isn't until 12. And so far, got the inside of the tent put away. Next is to take down the tent. Okay, so our last breakfast is just coffee and a quick pastry. We already took down the shower. Just gotta take down the tent, and then this is pretty much what's left of the kitchen. So pretty much the canopy that needs to just go up. Alright, so the campsite's all cleared out. Got the truck loaded and we're heading out. So that's it for this one. Till the next one.